Hi, and welcome to Nutritious Delicious.
I'm Rebecca,
And I'm Dr. Holly.
and today we are making a gluten-free, carb-free dessert crust for you. So if you can't tolerate gluten, or if you just are trying to do low carb, this is awesome. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, we wanted to show you this because holiday season's coming up and it's the season of pies and everybody loves pies. But if you're the one that's going to be making them, this is a great way to eliminate a lot of carbohydrate in the crust, and it's still nice and buttery and delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah.
So we're using pecans, some raw unsalted pecans, which we've chopped up finely with a knife. You just put it on a cutting board and go like this until it's the desired consistency. So 6 ounces of those. You can use whichever kind of nuts that you want, and preferably soak them overnight or for about 4 hours to soften them up and reduce some of the phytic acid, which binds to minerals and is no bueno. So if you have the time to do that, it's a great option. Just drain off the water, put it on a cutting board, chop it up. If you like a really fine texture, then you can actually put them in the food processor, and that's going to give you more of a floury consistency.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Holly's heating up a tablespoon and a half of organic grass-fed butter.
So it's a tablespoon and a half of butter for 6 ounces chopped pecans, right?
Exactly.
And you also made this with walnuts and
Yeah, it's
nuts.
really good. But we're going to be doing a pumpkin custard in a little bit, so we thought pecans would go really nicely with that. So these are pretty well chopped already, thanks to Holly, chopping master. So while that butter is melting, I'm just going to put these into a glass pie dish. So you just scoop them or slide them in with your hand, and then drizzle the butter on top once it's melted, and you just press it down, and you've got yourself this perfect pie crust.
Yeah, so I think it would be really good with pumpkin pie. I've also made it before with cheesecake, which is really delicious.
Yeah,
So-
that was the one that's when I actually first encountered this recipe, was making a cheesecake, and it worked really well in lieu of a graham cracker crust. You can also season it. You want to add some cinnamon or vanilla, you can totally do that. But pumpkin pie is such a strong flavor.
Yeah, a little butter and pecan is going to be just perfect without any seasoning.
Okay, so the butter's melted. So Holly's just going to drizzle
it.
Try to distribute it over as much of the nut as you can, and then you can either use a fork or just your hands and disperse the butter a little bit more. And that's it. You've got yourself
Great.
a delicious gluten-free, carb-free pie crust.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.